Welcome to the Good Enough Lap Guide in the Mazda MX5 at Tsukuba Circuit, your lap guide to move up through the splits. The idea behind this lap guide is to give you guys a good enough lap that you can use as a foundation to build your lap off of. If you can get within a second of this lap time, you should be able to move your way up through the splits, win some splits, and be mid-pack in the top split with an opportunity to podium. First, I want to talk about the track itself. I'm pretty excited driving iRacing. This is my first time driving in iRacing. I used to drive this in Gran Turismo 1. I think this was the first real-world track I actually memorized. So obviously the track itself, very tight technical track, never even get out of third gear. It's really good for learning the car handling characteristics and low-speed corners. And you have to be pretty precise because it is such a short lap that any little mistake that you make is going to be amplified because it's just such a quick lap time. So it takes a lot of focus, consistency, and you can also learn how to get through some of these low speed corners in an optimal way. As for the car itself, it has oversteer on entry and middle. You need to be really careful on that first lap and a half because it will spin out on you. And you have understeer as you're coming out of the corner. So on entry, because it is slower speeds, it is a little more forgiving with the oversteer on entry as opposed to some of the faster stuff we've seen earlier in the season where it's not quite as forgiving with that oversteer, at least how I drive the car. So we can take advantage of that rotation and use it to get through the middle of the corner, and then just make sure we have the car lined up where we want it when we get back on the gas, because we are going to pick up understeer, and if we get on the gas too soon, the car is going to push, we're going to go out wide, we're going to go off track, so we're going to have to lift, get back on the gas, and that's just going to slow down our lap time. The weather was 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius. The track temp was 106 degrees Fahrenheit or 41.1 degrees Celsius, and the lap time was a 102.702. Alright, let's get into the lap. For turn 1, we'll start our braking just before we get to the beginning of those tall barriers on the left. As we head into turn 1, we're going to have a shallow line that starts about one car width from the curb. Then from there, it's just slowly going to taper until we hit our late apex. For turn 4, our braking point is going to be as the curb starts to straighten out on the right. As we head through the turn, we're going to keep a tight line all the way around the corner. Turn 5, your turn-in is going to be where these 4 blocks are on your left, and it's just a little crack of the throttle, then you'll get your middle apex through the corner. It's okay to go over the curb there. Then as we float out wide, we're just going to keep a tight line going through turn 6, just keep it as close to the left as you can. Our braking point for turn 8 is going to be just before the white line on the left there straightens out. And our line for turn 8 will be a similar style to turn 1 in the sense that we'll start a couple feet off the curb, we'll slowly taper into the curb until we hit our late apex, and then come off the corner. For turn 9, we're going to start braking just before the blue block on the left. For turn 9, I find the fastest way through the corner is a shallow line that starts a couple feet off the white line. We slowly taper in, just making small adjustments with our speed with the brake pedal and to help those front tires rotate through the corner, and then we'll get our late apex and come off the corner. That's your Good Enough Lap Guide around Tsukuba Circuit and Mazda MX5. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.